The number of times you wake up naked outside should really start decreasing after you hit 30. Realistically, it should drop after you hit 25. When your knees start to creak, at least. Which, because of a semi-hereditary hypermobile joint problem, really started around 23. Coincidentally, the number of times you get blackout drunk should also start going down as you get older. The two might be related, but I haven't checked the statistics. This is an excellent way to die of exposure, and really I should stop enabling this. This is also a fantastic way to get ticks in really hard-to-reach places. I blink a few times before I realize I have leaves sticking to my face. I sit up and realize I've rolled a few feet from my campsite. It doesn't look like much of one, just the smoldered remains of my fire, a bedroll and a completely unzipped sleeping bag, and a mostly empty bottle of Jack. I pick myself up and, scrubbing a hand over my face, drag myself over to the bottle. I pick it up and swirl the little aconite petals floating in the bottom around, contemplating it. It's an old family trick for restless nights. Casting a look around for my clothes, however, I'm starting to think it didn't work. I thought I'd put more than enough of the flour in, but I suppose not, when I find that my shirt, jeans, and boxers are all torn one way or another. I pause to count the flowers, swirling them around. Usually this is enough to assure a much quieter night for this phase of the moon, a mere quarter of it barely visible in the sky between the tree branches. Luckily, I am a firm believer in bringing a change of clothes with you, no matter where you go. If that means folding them, like Marie Kondo says, until they can fit into a fanny pack, then that's what it takes. I go down to the river to rinse some of the dead leaf bits from my face. I pull on the shirt I took out of my pack and dry my face on the inside of the collar. It's a morning of gnashing teeth and grumbling to the empty air. Best to get the grievances out before I actually get home. Home. I wonder how much it'll be like before I left, if anything will have changed about the place. Mom was still rebuilding the front porch then, and in 8 years I doubt either of my brothers will have found the impetus to move out. I wonder if they'll have turned my old room into a reading nook, like they always said they would. I kinda wonder if they'll have decorations up for my brother's wedding. Mom was always big into decorating for every holiday. I wouldn't think she'd pass up the occasion. Then again, she kinda did when it was mine. There's some sort of irony that what brings me home is the same thing that kept me from it all these years. It's hard not to be at least a little bitter about coming home for my brother's wedding when I couldn't get any of them to come to mine. Then again, he didn't pick the wrong girl the way I did. If you really loved her, you wouldn't have lost her, you dingus. My youngest brother's words come back to me in the early morning.